morning, Stampers. As you can see, welcome to the Stamper Studio and new in the studio. And as you can see, I am not Lisa Schmidt, your normal host during this time. No, I am Dave Schmidt, the guy usually behind the camera. Lisa has conferences for school today, and sometimes we pre-record. Other times I say, you know what, I can do it. So today you get me. Good or bad, that's what you have tonight. So welcome everyone. And so why don't we go ahead and get started? Let me just click on a few things over here and we will be good to go. All right, as we get started, today we are going to focus on something that a lot of times is easy to overlook in the catalog, and that is we're going to look at one of the Memories and More and the cards and envelopes that are available. So let's go ahead and switch over. So these are the ones that go with Textured Chic. They are located in the back of the catalog. On page 136. So we have the Memories and More card pack, and then we have the Memories and More cards and envelopes. Now let me tell you what you get in here, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at them as we go through. I'll start with just the cards and envelopes. So with the cards and envelopes, you get 20 cards and 20 envelopes. Now the colors that are used in here, well, let's just start pulling some stuff out. As we look at the envelopes, they're so fun. They have sort of the texture background that we're going to use the die tonight and show you that. But then on the inside, they have the great floral with all of the fun colors. So the colors that are in the cards and envelopes are Mango Melody, Petal Pink, Soft Succulent, Soft Suede, and the gold foil accents that you can see in the grid or the net, whatever you want to call that. So you get all these great envelopes, and they are a little bit larger than our normal card. They actually are 6.5 by 4.5, and so it makes a nice big card. Here you can see the front of the cards with sort of it's kind of a combo. It's got the splatter effect, but you also have sort of the wood grain in the background. So it makes a great background, sort of a base layer for anything that you're doing with the things in this set. So those are the cards and envelopes. Again, 20 cards, 20 envelopes that come as a part of this set. Now, in addition to that, you also have available the Memories and More card pack. Now, this comes with 50 cards, 36 of the 3x4, the little ones, and then 14 of the 4x6. And tonight I'm going to use both of them as we go through this. But let me go ahead and pull these out and show you what we have here. Now, the fun thing is these were originally designed, they're designed for scrapbooking, but definitely, as you're going to see tonight, you don't have to use them for scrapbooking. So you have a lot of great sentiments. You have some great just graphic backgrounds going on there. Some nice neutrals, things that you could add images, you could add words, all of these. Now in these has all the colors that I just listed off, as well as Evening Evergreen and Pool Party. There's a little bit of the blue. You can see the Pool Party brought in on this one, but all of the same colors. And you can see, obviously, like with everything with Stampin' Up, this coordinates beautifully with the stamp set, with the dies, with the full-size designer series paper, and obviously the cards and envelopes and these. I love this one. I didn't use this one tonight, but I think it would be a great addition. But like I said, you have just some great texture layers, some great sentiments, all in here. In addition, go ahead, also love that one. Loving This Life of Ours. Great sentiment to send off to someone, give to your special someone. In addition to the cards, it comes with all of these self-adhesive stickers. You have 2 of each of the sheets. So you have some, again, sentiments. You have some coordinating leaves using the gold. You've got this great banner. I'm going to use one of these tonight, as well as just some accent pieces that can be included in your designs. So, hey Diane, hey Cheryl, Michelle, Patty, nice to see all of you. In case you missed it, Lisa has conferences tonight, so tonight you get Dave. So there we go. So let's go ahead. I actually have several things that I want to show you. And I will say, and Lisa will verify this, she did not design any of these. These are all creations of Dave. good or bad, that's the way it is tonight. So as we get started, I'm going to start with one of those card bases that we just talked about. Comes in the cards and envelopes pack. We're going to start simple. We're going to move on and get a little more complicated as we go. Then we have this, very pretty, very nice design. Can go ahead and use it on the front. Would be a great thing for a wedding gift, wedding shower, anything like that. Or obviously for that someone special in your life. But let's go ahead. We have to put a little something on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the soft polyester ribbon, which comes in the petal pink. So it goes obviously with the designs that are in here. And I'm just going to take some of this and we're going to go ahead and write on the, I actually saw someone do this the other day and I really liked the idea. What she did is she put just a little dot of it to hold it in the front so it's not flopping around. Then I'm going to go ahead and lay that right on the top there. Then we can go ahead and wrap around and know that on the front, things are staying in order. So let's go ahead and put a little more adhesive on the back here. Pull this one over. Go ahead and get my snips. Need a sharper snips, but that's all right. We'll make it work. And I will go ahead and put that one on there. So just a simple little, let's just straighten her out a little bit. Simple little piece there. That's not quite enough. So let's go ahead and add just a knot using this same ribbon. Need to put those aside because those don't cut so well, but we'll go ahead. I'm just going to slip this underneath. And go ahead and just tie a little knot. Because you know what? These big fingers of mine, they don't do bows so well. Well, they do okay in bigger bows, but not little tiny bows like this. So I'm just going to tie this in a nice little knot there. We're going to go ahead and trim it off. All right. So there we go. We added just a little bit of texture down there, and I think it needs just a little bit more. So I'm going to go ahead and we'll add a little bit of bling. So I'm going to use our Elegant Faceted Gems. And we'll go ahead. With our Take Your Pick, go ahead and grab one of those. And I'm just going to add one of these gems in the middle of each of our flowers. Okay, so you know what? That is all I'm going to do, but we're going to go ahead and add it to the front. And you know what? Lisa would get after me if I didn't do this, but I think we need to pop it up. So we will go ahead and add just a few of our dimensionals to the back here. It's a big piece, so a lot of times we just do 4. With this one, I want to do just a little bit more as we get going there. I am not the take your pick master that Lisa is, so mine take a little bit more to get off there. One thing that I just saw recently, one person who said they like to pop things up like this, they said, when you have the ribbon going around back, then it doesn't get all bent or bunchy because you have that ribbon wrapping around the back. This way the whole thing is elevated up and you don't get that same effect. And I know I'm getting my arm all in front of you. Sorry about that. All right, we got those popped off. Get this centered on there. There we go. Card number 1. Quick, easy, just add a little bling, little texture with the ribbon, and we're good to go. So let me just check in. Yes. I know, Patty. I'll try to keep on screen as much as I can. You know, usually I'm the one on the other side telling Lisa she's getting a little off camera. So working solo tonight, so I'll do everything I can to keep it there. But there we go. Card number 1, quick, easy, and obviously would go beautifully in one of the envelopes that comes with the note cards and envelopes. All right, let's go on to card number 2. For this one, going to be a little bit similar and a little bit different. Going to start with the same card base. There we go. We're going to go sideways this time. And I want to use this one of the 4x6 cards. Now, you know what? It's fun, has a great message there, but I was like, you know what? There's something we can do with this. And so what I did is I grabbed the layering diorama dies. So layering diorama dies, you might remember this is what they look like on the back here. I'm going to go ahead and pull out the largest of the diorama dies. And we're going to take that and go ahead and die cut out the sentiment right there. So let me grab our mini Stamp It Emboss. And actually, I didn't even check. You know what? That's not going to fit. Uh-oh. Hold, please. I'll be right back. Even when Lisa's not here, I have to run over to the other side to grab something. So here we go. We have our full-size Big Boss. Let me go ahead and grab these. Grab our card here. I'm going to spin it all the way around. Nope. There we go. That's the way I had it. A little bit over that way. We're good to go. All right. And I just moved it. There we go. Out the other side. Get the boss out of the way. There we go. Much more fun than just plain the way it was. I'm going to go ahead and take some dimensionals again. There's one more thing I was going to do with this. I was going to add a little bling because we can never have too much bling. Yep, we'll go ahead and decorate this. With these are sparkling adhesive gems. I'm going to use the ones that go with our Mango Melody that's in here. Oops, a little too much. There we go. And I am just going to put a little row of those right down here. Okay. Now we'll go ahead and pop it up. And one in the middle just because we don't want it dipping down there. There we go. And our last one. All right. Pop that right on the top. Obviously, there's more you could do, but you know what? I don't think it needs it. I think we are good to go. So you make me smile. You could add another sentiment or some more on the inside, and you'd be good to go. But how quick and easy was that? Just took one of those 4x6 cards, die cut it out, add a little bling, pop it up, boom, good to go. Card number 2. All right, let's move on to card number 3. Now for this one, we're actually going to go ahead and use a soft suede card base. So just our standard half sheet. I went ahead and scored it, cut it in the middle. Good to go there. Then next we're going to use, now these come before I show you. I mentioned obviously everything we're using tonight coordinates with Season of Chic. Now, the dies come with so many fun things. Lisa's talked before about the shells, the leaves, the flowers, the snowflakes, all of that. But this one, I'm using this textured background piece. I saw someone call it a mesh or a net or different things like that. So I went ahead and cut out a couple in our coordinating colors. So here I have one that I did in Evening Evergreen and one that I did in Mango Melody. Now, I'm going to tell you something else that I learned die cutting these. When I die cut them, when I first sent them through, I had all these little pieces and they like 99% of them were still there and they were a real pain to try to get out. So then I went back and I cut it out, but I put just a scrap underneath the one that I wanted. I ran that through, and then when I peeled this off, probably 90% of them stayed on that scrap piece I had below it. So it made it so much easier. And you know what? I've got a couple in here. I could pop them out, or you know what? I don't even really care. I think it's kind of artsy the way it is. And so I would probably go ahead and just leave them. So as we get started with these two, I'm going to go ahead and just adhere these to my card base. Now, obviously, I could I could use like our liquid glue or something on that mesh, but you know what? This is going to get covered up. So I am perfectly fine with it like this. So I'm going to go ahead and put our Evening Evergreen down towards the bottom. I'm going to add our Mango Melody up towards the top. And there we go. Just adding our 2 mesh pieces just gives it a little nice texture. Next, I'm going to go ahead and add one of our cards from the kit. So Thinking of You, I think makes a nice, great sentiment. I'm going to do the same thing and add just a little bit of bling here. I brought over, no, I didn't. I thought I had another ribbon here and I don't. So I'm going to go ahead and use some more of our adhesive gems. And these right here, I know are a different pink, but you know what? I think they do just fine along with the rest of this. It doesn't want to pick up. We'll get some more going there. Yep. They're so adhesive, it doesn't even want to come off. So I'm going to go ahead and just drop these right down there. If one way doesn't work, we go with the other way. I'm using the little paddle end on the Take Your Pick. So I just spun around the pointy tip, put it back in there. And sometimes for the larger gems, the paddle does work a little bit better than trying to use that putty end. So, all right, we could do that. I could add 3 more up there if you wanted. Lisa would say more is more. I'm just going to go with it like that. Next, we're going to look at our background here. And yep, I'm going to do it. Let's go ahead and pop it up. Peel off our backing. Oops, stay down there. Oh, I already did that one, that's why. There we go. Peel off our backing. Go ahead, pop it right on the top there. So, nice thinking of you. We've got some extra height, a little bit of bling, some pieces inside. I didn't cut my pieces to go inside, but obviously we would put something, probably either a vanilla or a white inside so that you could have that on the inside. But there we go. Quick and easy. Card number 2. Like I said, using the card, using some of the elements from the dies, a little bit of bling in our coordinating colors, and we're good to go. All right. Just taking a look. Hey, Jenny. All right. Next, our last card. Here's what we have going on. I'm going to start with our soft suede base again. And I'm actually going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and put on, I didn't pull it out, so I have to find it here. I'm going to go ahead and just put some background on here. So I'm going to use the leaf stamp that comes from the Textured Season of Chic stamp set. Go ahead and grab a block here. We'll go ahead and put that right on and grab my soft suede. Now you're like, soft suede and soft suede? Exactly, because all I want is just a subtle little background effect going on there. So I'm just gonna get this all inked up, and I'm just gonna start stamping some leaves. And I don't even care if they're fully on or not on, because really our card is gonna occupy a lot of it, but I just want a little bit of the leaf effect kind of in different areas. And you can see I'm stamping off, I'm stamping here, I'm stamping there. Any place is fine. And again, we know that our card is going to occupy much of the middle of it. So there we go. That's all I want with that. Go ahead and close this up. Now, next, I'm going to take the card that we're going to use with this. And for this one, I went ahead and chose one of the smaller 3x4 cards just in the design. And now you can see kind of why I went with just that random in the background. And so I'm going to go ahead and, of course, well, I'm not going to attach it yet. Let's go ahead and build the rest of it, and then I'll attach it. So here I have my base. Now, on top of that, I am going to add this. Now, that looks kind of familiar. It looks like that mesh that we just had, but Dave, it's round. Where did you get round mesh? No problem. I sent the petal pink through the machine and die cut out my mesh. And then what I did is I took one of our circles out of the Stylish Shapes dies. I went ahead and took this one right here. And with that piece of mesh, oops, just lost a die there. With that full piece of mesh, I just sent it through to give me a nice round piece of mesh. Because for this one, I didn't want the jagged on this. I wanted a little bit different look. So that is how I did that. So I'm going to go ahead and stick that down as our next layer. And again, using the petal pink, so it coordinates with what we have going on here. And I'm going to go ahead and add I have to remember where I was going with this. Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to put it right there. Add that. Now, on top of that, I went ahead and die cut out, I stamped and die cut one of the leaves, again, that comes in the set. Get it out of the glare there. You can see where it came from. Stamped it in Evening Evergreen, die cut it out, and it's all good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and stick that down. Kind of just going a little bit off our piece here, putting that together. Now, in addition, I'm going to go ahead and add a couple of these self-adhesive leaves because they have the great gold accent on it, the metallic gold. And so I'm going to go ahead and add one of these here. And I'm going to take this little one off and go ahead and just stick it right there. Kind of giving a little sort of cluster of leaves there. Now, in addition to this, the next piece I want to add is I'm going to go ahead and use one of these nice banner stickers that comes in there. So what I did is I went ahead and took one of the sayings from here, and I'm going to use "You are amazing beyond measure," because as we all know, Lisa is amazing beyond measure. So this would be a great card that I could give to her. So I went ahead and put it on my block. I'm going to go ahead and stamp it in early espresso, just so a little bit darker there. If I can get my pad open, let's go ahead and get my stamp all inked up. Now I'm going to go ahead and get it as straight as I can. Some of you know that straight is not always my forte here, so. All right, it's okay straight, but my ink was not tremendous. So I'm actually going to go ahead and just do the other one. I think it is time for a new early espresso pad. I think Lisa said that the other day. We're going to have to get that on our next order. So we will go ahead and try again on this one. There we go. Now, the funny thing about our stamps and the way, we have the cling and we just use the blocks. We were just talking to a friend the other day who hadn't stamped in years and just happened to, a mutual friend turned her and her husband onto our broadcasts, and they watched and they're like, "You have these clear blocks. You don't have the giant wood ones anymore." It's like, nope, things have progressed. So things that we take for granted, if you haven't been around for a while, you may have missed out on that. So there we go. I'm going to go ahead and peel off our sticker here. And I am going to go right across here. Oh, I actually want it a little bit further over. There we go. There you go. We have our little ring of our mesh. We have some leaves. You're amazing beyond measure. So let's go ahead and add some dimensionals to the back. All right. We'll go ahead and just get that centered right in there. And we're good to go. Obviously, there's always more we could do. We could add some ribbon, a little bling. I think we have a lot of texture going on already, so I think we are good to go. So there you have it, card number 4. Again, with all of these, using the elements available from the Memories and More card kit and the cards and envelope pack as well. So let's go ahead and bring back in our cards that we have here. Like I said, the cards that come in the card pack are a little bit larger. They're roughly 4x6. Um, there's our first one that we did. So lots of fun cards. Go ahead and you can put comments in. One thing, obviously, I didn't do a lot of announcements today. That's because normally I'm the one on the other side getting the announcements set up, and I can't do all of the things all at the same time. So one announcement I just want to remind you of is this week, anything you make, if you post it as a comment to one of our posts, it doesn't matter if it's a broadcast post, if it's just one that we put up during the day, but if you post something that you have made on any of our Facebook posts this week, you will go into a drawing, and Saturday we are drawing for a gift pack. And I have to tell you, I'm not going to show it to you, but this gift pack has a stamp set, it has a punch, and it has designer series paper, and it is appropriate for this time of year. So you just think about that one. Remember, post a picture of anything you make this week on one of our broadcasts, on one of our regular posts, and you will go into a drawing that we will do on Saturday for this gift pack that we have for you. All right, well, that is what I have for you tonight. Thank you for enduring Dave instead of Lisa, but it is kind of fun to get on this side of the camera once in a while. So you have a great night and happy stamping.